This week's episode of the Run, Eat, Drink podcast is brought to you by listeners like you. Head on over to patreon.com/Run, Eat, Drink podcast and subscribe today. Fans, founders, and insiders like you help us keep the Run, Eat, Drink podcast going. And we thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Jeff Galloway, and you are listening to the Run, Eat, Drink podcast.
Welcome to the Run, Eat, Drink podcast. We feature destination races from across the country. And after the race, we take you on a tour of the best local food and beverage to celebrate. So whether you are an elite runner or a back of the packer like us, you'll know the best places to accomplish, explore, and indulge on your next runcation.
Runcation Nation, we are back at one of our favorites in Tampa, Casa Santo Stefano.
This used to be a spaghetti factory.
Yeah, a macaroni factory in Ybor City, and this is a original concept Sicilian restaurant.
Everything imported from Sicily, or it is made here in the spirit of Sicily.
Yeah, so your options are imported from Sicily or made fresh.
Oh my gosh. And there's a wine cellar that is not a cellar, but is actually elevated above the dining room, which is incredible. We're so glad to be back here because the Gonsmart family, who do the Columbia and Goody Goody and Cha-Cha Coconuts
and Eulalie also do this Sicilian restaurant with amazing food and also beverages. Yeah, and when you come in here, it's just old photos and exposed brick and this wonderful terrazzo inlaid tables that they have.
I love it.
That have bright colored stone as
red,
part of the terrazzo. This is
blue,
gorgeous.
and white, all good.
And we've been here before. We have featured them on the show before, but we wanted to come back.
We interviewed Michael Kilgore, who is in charge of their marketing and media, and he set us up for a magical experience last time. And we know we're going to have a magical experience this time. Starting with the beverage, which is the Tramonto.
Tramonto.
I guess I'm saying that right?
I believe so. Why don't you read the description?
And it is a Sicilian twist on a whiskey sour made with lip service rye, which I've never heard of before, and topped with a Nero Diavola wine from Sicily for $13.
And what a beautiful drink that when it came out, it had two layers. One was like a golden yellow color. The other is this wonderful
red wine.
Deep purple. So you've had a sip.
It's got that character of a dry wine, but also the sweetness from a whiskey sour, and also the smokiness.
So like the sweetness from the whiskey sour. What do you mean?
You know how a whiskey sour normally has sour mix, which is sweet and sour. Yeah. But also there's a smokiness from the rye and a dryness from the red wine.
Okay.
So you must try it and tell me what you think.
Oh wow.
Right?
That is really good. Mm-hmm. The sour comes through.
Yes.
There is some sweet, like the sweet and sour from the sweet and sour mix, absolutely there.
It's not a pucker factor
at
all.
But you get a little bit of that great dryness from the red wine. You're right.
It's true.
And that's just so surprising.
Yeah. I think it comes layered, so you see the golden color of the whiskey sour and then the red wine layered on top of each other.
Like a floater.
But when you mix them together, it's the perfect balance of the dryness of the wine and the sweetness of the whiskey sour and the smokiness of the whiskey.
Would you get it again?
Oh, yes, but there are so many things. The Negroni we've had in the past, the Manhattan we've had in the past. I'm really interested in the Rosado Spritz, which is an imported Italian sparkling wine combined with
Ramazzotti Aperitivo Rosado and fresh fruit. So this is almost like a sparkling sangria.
I'm very interested in that, but everything on their menu has been spot on since we've been here last November, and now I am so excited for this meal.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Run, Eat, Drink podcast. We're having another great year thanks to your support. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We're at Run, Eat, Drink Podcast. And on Twitter, we're Run, Eat, Drink Pod. You can also give us a call at 941-677-2733 or send us an email at info@runeatdrink.net. Visit our website at runeatdrink.net and click on the subscribe link so you don't miss a minute. Find out how you can support the show at patreon.com/runeatdrinkpodcast. Accomplish, explore, and indulge right along with us. We'll talk to you next time.